Welcome to Module 3, Section 13, where I will discuss a topic that's not all that interesting, but still important for us to know a little bit about: the Commerce Department.
The United States Department of Commerce, or DOC, cultivates economic opportunity and growth for working U.S. citizens. Now, in the face of the COVID lockdowns, a lot of people are not working, but nonetheless, the Commerce Department will still try to help. They do this by supporting American businesses in the U.S. as well as overseas. They'll also promote U.S. exports and foreign trade. Can't we all get along with each other and do business back and forth? Also regulate the export of sensitive technologies and goods. There are a lot of companies in the U.S. that develop a lot of really cool technology, whether it's something that we can use with computers or in the medical field and so forth. The Commerce Department wants to protect that, but yet still make it available to other countries. They also circulate economic studies as well as statistics that can be used by the public or within businesses or that the government uses to make decisions. They gather demographic and economic data that qualifies the well-being of an economy. So they're just getting all kinds of information input to them, and then they release a lot of this information as the economic reports that we pay attention to. They also implement international trade agreements. So trade that goes on between the U.S. and the European Union, or trade between the U.S. and China, the Commerce Department will play a pretty big role in that process. And they issue trademarks and patents. If you've ever written a song or written a book, or if you ever invented something, you probably have dealt with the Commerce Department. Just as an example, in the late 1800s, the Trademark Office considered closing because that year they had so few requests for new inventions. And the idea was that everything that was going to be invented had been invented, so we might as well shut down. Okay, think about this. This is the late 1800s, the 1890s. Just a few years after that, you will have the advent of the airplane, the automobile, eventually all the medical breakthroughs that we've seen, computers, and just a massive growth in technology. So that's how quickly, sometimes throughout the course of history, things can change. We've seen a real explosive growth in the last 100 to 120 years. And they support technological, engineering, and scientific research and development. A lot of times people go to the Commerce Department for grants or just support if they want to go explore some part of the world or one part of the U.S. Who is the Department of Commerce Secretary? The Secretary is appointed by the President and approved by the Senate, and whoever this Secretary is the head of the Department of Commerce. The Secretary of Commerce strives to increase job opportunities and represents U.S. businesses within the President's cabinet. So this person is a cabinet member. It's somebody that the President looks to for advice or for information when decisions need to be made, as well as fulfills other duties to drive economic development and growth. So they're just trying to make the world a better place. The Commerce Secretary cannot simultaneously serve as a member of the House of Representatives. That, in years past, came up as a contradiction, and it is just seen as serving different interests at the same time, and so they prevented that from happening. And the Secretary of Commerce has no fixed term. So presidents may come and go, administrations go in and go out, but the Commerce Secretary might change with each administration, or it can stay the same. Who is the current secretary? Current secretary is Gina Raimondo. I think I'm saying that right. I must say I don't know much about this person. This lady was nominated by Joe Biden and approved by the Senate on March 3rd of 2021. And here's a picture of her. The Department of Commerce also has their own seal as well as building. It's called the Herbert Hoover Building in Washington, D.C. So here's their seal on the left, and they're promoting good trade and commerce throughout the world. And here's an aerial view of their building. I've been to Washington, D.C. many times, but this was not on my list of places to visit, I must confess.
This concludes Module 3, Section 13, and Module 3, so I will pick up with things again in Module 4, Section 1.